Good morning and happy Monday, everyone. And I'm gonna start this reading vlog off real quick. There is a lot to do today. I have to build a bookshelf, which is gonna take a while, and then stock that. I have to film my book talk for Throne of Glass and upload it hopefully today. My weekly reading vlog for last week is about to go live on my page, so that's good. And yeah, so let's kind of get into what my reading plans are for the week. I did end up finishing Throne of Glass last night, or no, not last night, this morning. I couldn't finish it last night. It was like 4 a.m. and I was like on the last 100 pages and I was like, I can't. And I loved the ending. I think I know what I'm gonna be drawing on the pages. Now, I kind of don't have a reading plan for this week. I have these 3 books that I am kind of interested in reading. I have Crown of Midnight that I set aside to read this month. I kind of want to jump just right into it. I've been really curious about what happens in Crown of Midnight. I can't really remember, but I'm not sure if I should wait until like towards the end of the month. That way I can just go straight into Heir of Fire, or what I really should do about that. I also have A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, which is the second book in the An Ember in the Ashes series. I read the first book a few weeks ago and the next book comes out really soon, so I kind of want to read it. And then I have, randomly, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I don't know what made me want to read this. I think it's because I've been seeing so much like, I've been looking at fan art a lot lately because since I want to draw something from Throne of Glass, I kind of want to get an idea of like what other people's styles are so I can kind of make my own style. And a lot of people have been drawing things from The Cruel Prince, and I was like, I didn't realize it had gotten that popular. And I kind of want just like, I don't know, like a really simple fantasy, romancy, angsty thing, and like Cruel Prince is kind of like that, so I think. So I think my plan is I'm going to read a chapter from each book, and then whichever one like gets me most hyped to read the rest of the book, I will read. I'm currently listening to the audiobook for Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer. The audiobook is not good for this one, guys. I want to say that right away. I'm really debating actually just returning it and picking this up physically because it's not. I thought it was just me, and then I went on Audible and I looked at like the reviews because they split it up by overall performance and the story, I think is the last one, and a lot of people gave the performance 1 star while they gave the rest of the story like 5 stars. It just sounds like, and I don't want to be mean because I'm sure like he tried his hardest, but the narrator just sounds like a really bad actor. It's just annoying to listen to him, and it sounds like sarcastic almost. I'm going to put it on while I build my bookshelf later, but other than that, it's probably a no from me if I can't get through it during that time. I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, that's kind of my plans. Alright, so I actually got this in the mail yesterday, but I just kind of wanted to make like an end clip yesterday and I didn't want to open this up in the end. So I'm opening up for you now. It is a Bookish unboxing, and I'm actually really excited about it. So I'm kind of nervous. I didn't know this had come in yet, and it apparently had been in like my mail, like the lockbox, for like 2 days, and it gets stupid hot where I'm from, so I'm like a little nervous about the condition of it, but I think it should be fine. It's really well packaged, so at least that's a bonus. So I got a Bookish candle. This is from Briarwick. It's called Abraxos, which if you didn't know is Manin's wyvern. And it smells like rain, winds, leathers, and lilies. Oh yeah, it's a little bit melted, but like, barely, honestly. Like you can kind of see like right there. But that's not really a big deal. It'll melt back down when I melt the candle. It smells like really clean. I definitely can smell like the rain, winds, and lilies part. And I guess the leather too. If that's how Abraxos smells, that's so cute. So if you couldn't guess, this is one of those purchases I made the other week when I was like, I have no impulse control. I just bought a whole bunch of things because I am planning on, in my giveaway for my Throne of Glass read along at the end, I'm planning on maybe including a couple candles depending on how I feel about them. I've never used Bookish candles before, so this is my first one. There should be more coming in the mail, and I will keep you guys updated as those come along. Yeah, well, that's gonna be it for my update right now. I'm gonna bring you along with me though while I build my bookshelf. First though, I need to eat. I am going to make breakfast. I haven't made breakfast yet today. And yeah, so I'm about to start building my bookshelf. It's like right there in the background. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. That didn't take too long. I messed up like one time, which you can probably see. Yeah, now I just have to take it upstairs. This is where I leave you guys. This part where I load it up with books is gonna be in my reorganization video. Catch you in that one. Okay. So you guys are pretty far away right now, and I'm pretty blind because I forgot to put in my contacts, and I wasn't gonna put my glasses because I was gonna put on putting contacts, and then I forgot. So that's where we're at right now. I hope we're in focus. So it's Wednesday, and I forgot to update you guys yesterday. I was going to, and then I kind of wanted to read like all morning, and I was like, you know what? Just do it then, because like when I get in a reading mood, I need to just go with it, because if I interrupt it with like a video or something, it'll just totally distract me. So let me give you a little update. I am still listening to Magnus Chasing the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer. I'm like maybe a third of the way through with it right now. I'm loving it, the story. It's definitely taking a toll though, because I don't like the narrator. It just sounds like everything he's saying is ironic or sarcastic or satirical. I don't know, one of those. I am currently reading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I ended up picking this up first to do my like one chapter of each, and I didn't want to put it down, so I was like, okay. And I am 2/3 of the way through with the book, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna finish it today, honestly. I'm loving this. I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner. This is totally like up my alley with like fae and dark and twisty. I like Holly Black's version of the fae. It's more of like the very classic version where like the kind that Cassandra Clare uses in her book with the Seelie and the Unseelie court, and their like dynamics and the dancing and like the riddles and everything. Like I like that in fae. I don't know. I think I've mildly spoiled myself with all that like fan art that I've been looking at, but like all the fan art for this book is like a kind of spoiler. Like not a spoiler, but like I definitely wouldn't have guessed that that would have happened if I didn't know that the fan art was there. I don't know whether I should like stay at home and read and then run my errands later in the day, which is what I probably will do, because my boyfriend comes back from Philadelphia today, but it's been a whole week. And he's finally coming back today, and he was like, pick me up at my house wearing gym clothes, because he didn't bring his car to his mom's house, and he was like, pick me up from my house wearing gym clothes, we're gonna go to the gym. And I was like, how could he do that to me so early on in the week, or so early on in seeing him? So I kind of just want to get my reading done before, because I just don't think I'm gonna read a lot after. So yeah, that's about it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get to eating and reading. Hey everyone, so it is Thursday today, and I am sleepy. I never ever, this is probably not good, but like I don't wake up normally before 11. I'm just not a morning person. at all. And today I woke up at like 8 because my boyfriend wanted to make breakfast before he had to go to work. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I can be like an adult and wake up early and like get my day started early. And yeah, I did get to do things. So, and I figured I'd update you on like everything I'm reading. I did finish The Cruel Prince yesterday by Holly Black. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. Like, I really did. I kind of called the ending just because I think, okay. So I called 2 things in the book. One of them, it was because I'd been looking at fan art, so don't do that before you read Cruel Prince because you'll definitely see something coming that you probably wouldn't have seen before. The second one, I like kind of called, but like definitely not to that extent. Like it happened a lot more like dramatically than I would have ever guessed. I'm really, really excited for The Wicked King. I don't know when that comes out, but when it does, I'm definitely picking it up because I loved Cruel Prince. So after that, I was kind of left with like a little hole in my heart because I didn't know what else I wanted to read. I was about to pick up Crown of Midnight because I was like, fantasy. And then I like thought it through and I was like, okay. I should just pick up A Torch Against the Night. So that's what I did. I'm not really far into it. I just picked it up this morning, which, look at this. It's like embossed in the front with like Saboteur, or like ST for her name. So that's really cool. And I'm only on page 12 right now, but I'm liking it. It started at a very like intense point. I didn't think it was gonna start exactly where Number in the Ashes left off, but it did, so that's cool. And I've been listening to The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan. I'm now a little over halfway through. I'm just like barely. Again, I'm liking the story. I think like I've gotten used to the narrator at this point. Sort of like, I just now think that that's Magnus's voice, a very annoying, a very annoying teenager, I guess. Because that's kind of how he sounds. Like he has a very high voice and he sounds kind of dumb the whole time. Like he sounds like he thinks that Magnus is dumb. Okay, so I literally told myself to remember the exact part that it happened on. That way I could show you guys just like an example of how this guy's voice is.
On either side of the steps lounged a calico house cat the size of a saber-toothed tiger. The throne was carved from wood as soft and buttery as the light. Lindenwood, maybe. The back was draped with a cloak of downy feathers like on the underside of a falcon. In the throne itself sat the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. She looked maybe 20 years old.
Did you guys, it was beautiful woman I'd ever seen. Like he's making it sound like Magnus is this naive, very like confused 16-year-old, which I don't think he would be. Like I think that if I were reading this, like if I had read that part, I don't think I would have read it like that. I think that Magnus is like a badass. He's been like homeless for a few years now. Like I think he's hardened enough not to just be like, the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. So that's just kind of like one of the examples. It's not exactly that the narrator's like terrible and like unlistenable, but it's more like unrealistic. So yeah. And then I'm gonna give you a little update on what I kind of plan to do today because I really, really, really want to take a nap, but I refuse to. When my boyfriend gets off work, he's gonna pick me up and we're gonna go to his house because there's another hockey game on tonight. And then we bought tickets to go to this DJ tonight. I don't know if you guys recognize the name like Hotel Garuda. I don't. But my boyfriend likes all that kind of stuff and I didn't want him to go alone, so I figured I'd go. And yeah, so my night's kind of packed up, so I kind of want to try to read as much as I can right now, which is why I don't want to go to sleep. Because if I go to sleep, I'm not going to get any reading done today, and then I'm going to have to like start at the beginning of Torch Against the Night tomorrow, and I just kind of wanted to do it right now. Yeah, so I don't really have many plans for the rest of the week. So maybe like this weekend I'll just like sit down, hunker down and read because now I'm all motivated again. And I really want to read Nevernight. It's just staring at me. Whatever. Okay, so I will catch you probably tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a little get ready with me right now before I go to whatever it is, but probably not because I don't know, I braided my hair and it's really flat now. Like I braided it out of the shower and it just looks really weird. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and this is one of those days where it just doesn't. So there's not much I can do with myself after that. It's like 3 p.m. honestly. I didn't wake up almost until 1 today. I know, crazy. I just was out really late last night in the end. I didn't get much farther in Magnus Chase. I'm like right here now, chapter 45. And this is the longest it's taken me really to finish an audiobook in a while. I'm thinking that I might just pick it up physically today because I am currently reading An Ember in the Ashes. I'm on like page 52 and I love it. It's really good, but for some reason I'm not getting into it, and I think it's because I want to finish Magnus Chase. So I think I'm gonna try to physically read that, and if it's not working out then I'm gonna keep reading this. Did I say An Ember in the Ashes? I meant A Torch Against the Night. Okay, I think the reason that I'm like getting a little like wanting to finish this audiobook is because 2 of the books that I'd put on hold are now like mine to read. Like it's my turn now. And one of them is The Dark Prophecy, which is Trials of Apollo. I think I told you guys about that one, so I'm really excited about that. And then the other one is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Audier. I've had that book on my shelf for so long and I would really just want to get to it just because I've been really wanting to read it. So it's making me kind of want to finish this audiobook so that it can be out of the way and out of my mind, because I love the book, but the audiobook is I feel like I've complained so much about the audiobook in this reading vlog. I'm sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to. So yeah, and then other than that, what else have I been really doing this week? I have been watching Game of Thrones with my boyfriend, which was unfortunate because I made the rule. He just enforced it because I was like, we can't watch Game of Thrones without each other. Every time we start a show together, one of us just goes off and finishes it while the other one didn't even know they were supposed to be watching it. And he was like, okay, yeah. And then he left for Philadelphia and I was really in the mood to watch Game of Thrones. He's like, you can't watch it without me. You said so. And I was like, that's true. So we've been watching Game of Thrones slowly because I swear it's like 1 episode every time he's here and I'd rather just binge it, but whatever. I just found out that The 100 is back out, season 5 I believe, and I love The 100, so that's what I'm gonna be watching. But I was watching The Last Kingdom. It's also a Netflix show, which is also really cool because I wanted to watch Game of Thrones. Now back to my Game of Thrones story. I got off on a tangent. It's been making me really want to read the books. I do have the first one. This is like the special anniversary edition or something like that. It has pictures and stuff, and I really think I might pick it up soon. I'm not sure though. That's intimidating, not gonna lie. So if you guys have read Game of Thrones, let me know what you think about it. Let me know how your experience was reading it. I think I really want to get into it. I've just been loving the show and it's just right up my alley, and I've really wanted to read like adult books lately. Like I want to expand my classics knowledge, and I want to expand like my adult knowledge as well, because all I really read is YA, and that's fine, that's totally cool. I love YA, but it's just like I think like, especially since I want to be a writer, I think I need to like know more about the whole literary world. I'm not sure. I feel like this reading vlog this week was so boring. I haven't done anything, so maybe tomorrow I'm gonna like take you around or do something with you guys because I've just been like updating you and nothing really interesting has happened. So yeah, I'll maybe catch you guys later. Welcome everybody. It's still Saturday. I filmed a little clip of me doing just Pilates this morning. I hope that was not boring to watch. So I figured I would check in for my reading check-in. And yeah, so I'm still reading Gods of Asgard. I put it on a faster speed. I had it on 1.25 and I put it on to 1.5 and now I'm loving it. Like, all the inflections that like were bothering me are going so fast now that I can't even really be mad about it. So that's going really well. I'm almost done, I believe. I'm on page 388. There's only like 488 pages. So I'm about 100 pages out, so that's really cool. And then I'm still reading A Torch Against the Night as well. I'm not that far into it. I'm maybe a quarter of the way through. Page 132. Right now I'm not getting into it. I don't know why. I think it's because like they're doing a lot of traveling right now, and normally I love traveling stories, but it's like I was kind of bored with it up for a second, and then it started to really pick up and I was like, oh my god, I'm digging it. And then these people join them. And if you've read it, you know who joins them. And I was like, really? That's so unnecessary. And it just kind of bothered me. And like, I don't like now, like, the love situation. Like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. And I don't know. I'm still loving the story itself and I definitely want to finish it. I'm just not sure if I'm in the mood for this right now, and I might have to put it down and come back to it later just to like read something that I'm really interested in. So other than that, I have a few exciting Bookish unboxings. A whole bunch of things came in the mail today that I wasn't expecting. Like one of them that's why I went to go check the mail, and the rest I was like, what? So yeah, let's kind of jump into that. You guys probably know what this is. Doesn't it have a pulley tab? Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh. And then of course I always send a little bookmark because this is book depository. And if you hadn't already guessed what it was that came in the mail, God's Grave by J. Kristoff. I'm really, really excited about this. I am definitely, if I do end up putting down A Torch Against the Night, I think I'm going to pick up Nevernight, because now I have God's Grave, which is definitely thicker than Nevernight, which is really exciting, and the cover is gorgeous. Here, it's just so, so pretty. I love these covers. That's literally why I got them. The other one, I think I'm gonna need to go get my knife for. I have a spoon. And it's from Book Depository. I did make a little order the other day and it came in the mail, and this is actually the only thing that I knew that was coming in the mail, so I don't think a spoon's gonna work for this. Woo! Alright, so the first thing that I see is something that I'm actually so excited that they had on Book Outlet, and that's City of Bones, a special 10th anniversary edition, and it's like the gold sprayed edges, the beautiful like cover. It's so pretty, and it doesn't have any like dust jacket or anything like that. And the fan arts. Oh, sorry. I'm so excited about this. I've actually been really, really wanting to reread just a Shadow Hunter book. I wanted to originally do like City of Bones, but that's like 6 books. So then I was like, okay, maybe start at City of Fallen Angels, because that's when things kind of really pick up anyways. And then I was like, what if I just read Clockwork Angel? Because I haven't read Clockwork Angel in a long time, and I've just been dying to read it. So I think I might let myself do that. I know I'm already doing another reread, but like sometimes, okay, because I think that's the problem, is that I want to read that so badly. I want to read other books so badly that forcing myself to read books that are on my TBR is just making me kind of not want to read them. And that's not fair to the books, because they're really good books. It's just since I want to read something else, it's not hitting that sweet spot. The other books that I got, there's only like 4 more I think. I got To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. This was really big a couple years back, and like everyone really, really loved this series. I've read Jenny Han's other books, the Summer I Turned Pretty ones, and I liked those. I just saw this on Book Outlet, and they almost never have the first one in hardcover on there, so I was like, okay, gotta do it, gotta do it. I'm really excited about this one too. I got Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Sheenan McGuire. I think it's Sheenan McGuire, I'm not sure. This is the second book in the Wayward children's series. And I don't have the first one. The first one is Every Heart a Doorway. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm really considering it. These are like really tiny books, but everyone says they have just the most incredible story, and I'm really into that. So this is kind of a random purchase, but if you guys didn't know, I'm kind of trying to build up my classics collection just because like my battery's gonna die, so I should hurry up. So I got Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. This is just the Puffins Classics edition. So, and I got Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. Again, another contemporary that everyone had nothing but good things to say about. Alright, now before my battery dies, let me show you the last thing that came in the mail. I wasn't sure when it would come in because the owner sent me an email. They're like, I'm sorry, we sent the shipment, but that was before like family stuff happened, and so we never got to ship it out. And I was like, that's totally fine. But it came in the mail, so that was really great. Oh my god, it smells so good, and it comes with a bookmark, and it's recent. I'm dead. Okay, so I got a couple things from In the Wick of Time. I got these Thorns and Roses little like melts, like these. Oh, they're a little melty right now because where I live is really hot. And oh yeah, it actually did melt a little. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's real melty. Oh well, I live in a very hot climate. I should note that. And I got Selena's Apartment. Oh, this is what I was smelling. It smells really, really good. Like really, really fresh. Oh, that's so nice. Dang, I wish I would have gotten it out of the mailbox sooner. Oh, well, I'm really excited about this. I don't want to open it because my hands are really oily right now, so I will let you guys know tomorrow when my battery's charged how it all looks and everything. But yeah, that was a cute little haul right there, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to keep reading today, and then I am going out tonight with my boyfriend and his friends and stuff. So I will let you know if I keep reading An Ember in the Ashes or A Torch Against the Night, or if I pick up Clockwork Angel or Nevernight. Hey everyone, it's me again, and it is Sunday, so I just figured I would give you my quick little reading wrap up for the week and let you know how good I did. So I actually did manage to finish 4 books this week, which is really impressive because I was not doing very good in the whole reading department for most of this week, I felt like. And it was like my last week before I started in my new job, and I felt like I needed to get so much more done, and I just didn't get a lot done. So the first book that I finished this week was on Monday, and I got Throne of Glass done with. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I put a book talk up on it, so I'll link that down below if you guys are interested. Then the next book that I actually read, which surprised me with how much I actually enjoyed it, was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I also gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It was just exactly what I needed after Throne of Glass. It was dark and twisty and fey and mysterious, and I'm really excited about the second book. The next book that I finished was Magnus Chasing the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I actually listened to this on audiobook, and I finished it this morning, and I really did like the ending. I love Rick Riordan's writing. I love just how much I learned from his writing. It was really funny because I hadn't finished it yet, but when I woke up this morning, my boyfriend was playing God of War. He was like, he woke me up with like all these questions. He's like, well, do you know about this? And do you know about that? And I was like spewing all this information that I'd learned from this book, and I was like, wow, I didn't even realize I'd been learning that much. So I love that about his writing and his books. It makes learning mythology, oh, I guess I can take that out. It makes learning mythology just so much more interesting, and I already love learning about mythology, so win-win. And then lastly, the book that I really didn't see myself finishing this week and just somehow happened today was A Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir. This is the second book in the An Ember in the Ashes series. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I felt very iffy about it all the way through. The ending I did really like, and I didn't really have any problems with it necessarily. I just had trouble like getting through it. I'm not sure if it's because I feel like Saba Tahir's writing is a very slow burn, and while I really like fast-paced, action-packed writing, and I felt like I didn't get that from this book, but like when I look back on it, there's a fair amount of action. But I also had like a lot of issues with just like the naivety of her characters. I was really frustrated the whole time because it's like I was seeing the plot twists that I feel like I shouldn't have been seeing, and I felt like a lot of her characters just kept making the same mistakes, which is like a very like human thing, I guess, but it's just also like it was just really frustrating to read from at certain points. And yeah, I really want to watch Game of Thrones, but my boyfriend's right here and we're supposed to watch it together. I'm pissed. Also, oh, a little update on the candle and the little wax melts. It was the wax melts that had gotten a little melty, not crazy melty. They were fine. I put them in the fridge and they're good. The candle was in perfect condition, like didn't melt at all, which is impressive, and it smells great. Both of them, they were both lending to the smell that I smelled. So, also, just as another side note, after I put all those books away in my shelves, I again am realizing that I'm almost out of room in my shelves. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? I'm pissed. Alright, so that's gonna be it for my reading vlog this week, and I will see you tomorrow. We'll see how good I do next week with filming. Hopefully pretty okay. So, yeah. Bye, guys.